So in this today June class we discuss about that diodes rectifiers. So in this rectifiers, the half wave rectifier and then the full wave rectifier and then peak value detectors, so clipper, clamper, these are the things we already discussed. So in the precision diode, the diode will be on when will be the diode will be on when the VA is higher. It will be the diode will be on state. During the diode will be on state, it will be forward bias condition. So the diode will be off state when the VA is lesser. So the diode will be off state. So it goes to negative off cycle. That is a negative off cycle. The diode will be off state. This is called as precision diode. So after that we are going to discuss about the half wave rectifier. In this circuit diagram we discuss about the half wave rectifier. So the half wave rectifier that is consist of two diodes. When the configuration is the inverting configuration, so based upon the inverting configuration, when the VA is connected to the negative terminal, so the negative terminal, the diode D1 comes to off state and the D2 will be on state. Okay, the D2 will be on state. D2 will be on state. So we get that waveform like this. Okay. So after that, when the D1 is off, the first off cycle the D1 is on and the D2 is off. The second off cycle the D2 is on and the D1 is off. Okay, D1 is off state. We get that output the same. Okay. Half wave rectifier, the one diode will be conducted in one half cycle and the other diode will be conducted in another half cycle. So it is called a half wave rectifier. So this is the circuit diagram we already shown in this figure. So you go through this. So diode will be on when the VA is more, when the diode will be off when the VA is less. Okay, this is the concept. So and then full wave rectifier. In the full wave rectifier we discuss about that consist of two comparators. So two operational amplifiers will be connected when the diode will be conducts when the VA is higher. When the diode will be offset when the VA will be lesser. Okay, when the VA is greater than 0, the diode D1 is on state and the D2 is off state. Okay, now it acts as a voltage follower. Now it acts as a voltage follower, that is a V0 is equal to Vi. So in the similar case, when the negative input Va, when the Va is lesser, the diode will be D1 off state and the D2 is on state. So the equivalent circuit diagram is shown in the figure. So the output, we got that output. Okay, we got that output in the one half cycle. So the diode will be on and the diode will be off. So based upon this, the waveform will be get. The diode will be on and the diode will be off. In positive off cycle, diode will be on and the negative off cycle, diode will be off. Then again on, then again off. Okay. So based upon this full wave rectifier, in one half cycle, the diode will be on and the diode will be another diode will be off. So we get both positive off cycle and the negative off cycle. So in this, the T on time is higher, the T off time is lower. Okay. So this is the full wave rectifier. This is what we discussed in the June class. So okay, next topic is 555 timer. Okay, next topic is 555 timer. So we already discussed, we already do in laboratory classes, that is a 555 timer. So 555 timer. So what do you mean by 555 timer? So how will you judge the 555 timer is working or not? So based upon that operation, it is astable and then monostable operations. So an astable multivibrator is otherwise called as square wave generator and the monostable multivibrator is otherwise called as missing pulse or missing single pulse circuit generator. Okay. missing single pulse circuit. This is the 8-pin IC. It consists of ground and then trigger, so output and the reset and then control voltage, threshold, discharge, VCC. Okay, the trigger input is given only for the monostable multivibrator. So this is the, so first we discuss about the astable operation. So in astable operation, it consists of some functional diagram. So this diagram we already discussed in your laboratory classes. You just hook up the circuit and then you judge the frequency. And for that, the second pin is the input. The input is based upon the capacitor charging and then discharging. So the output is third pin is the output. We are getting the square wave output. Okay. So okay, in this circuit, it consists of two comparator and then flip-flop and then power amplifier. So okay, when the capacitor will be initially, when the supply is given, the what happened, when the capacitor will be charging. When the capacitor will be charging from upper comparator to lower comparator. Upper comparator to lower comparator. In upper, that is called as 1/3 VCC to 2/3 VCC. The capacitor will be charging from 1/3 VCC to the 2/3 VCC. In this diagram, you've seen that 1/3 VCC, 2/3 VCC, the capacitor will be charging, and then 2/3 VCC to 1/3 VCC, the capacitor will be discharging. That is, VCC is nothing but 5 volt. For example, if we assume as 5 volt, 5 into 2, 10, 10/3. So 10/3 is 3 point something, and then here 5 into 2, 10, 5/3, that is called as 1.5. 1.5 to 3.5 is the charging and then discharging. Okay. So initially the upper comparator will be on, the lower comparator will be 0. When the upper comparator will be on, the flip-flop R terminal is 1. So then S terminal is 0. When the R is 1, when the S is 0, the Q bar is 0. When the Q bar is 1. When the Q bar is 1, the transistor will be conducts. Okay, the Q bar is 1, the transistor will be conducts. It similarly goes to that terminal. Then again it will be continued. When again the capacitor will be discharges, the capacitor will be discharges from lower comparator to the upper comparator. Here is the upper comparator consists of 2/3 VCC and the lower comparator consists of 1/3 VCC. In 1/3 VCC, the lower comparator will be triggers. In lower comparator will be triggers, that is S is equal to 1, then R is equal to 0. So in this case, Q bar is equal to 0. When the Q bar is equal to 0, the transistor will not be conduct. So again, this transistor will be conduct. So it given to the power amplifier, then output will be given as on time and then off time. Okay. So this is the operation for the astable multivibrator. So based upon this astable multivibrator, we are going to calculate that frequency analysis. Frequency analysis. In frequency analysis, the capacitor voltage, that is VC is equal to VCC into 1 minus e power minus t by RC. Okay. The time t1 taken by the circuit to charge from 0 to 2/3 VCC, nothing but 1/3 VCC to the 2/3 VCC. This is the time taken for t1. Now substitute VC is instead of VC, we substitute that 2/3 VCC into VCC into 1 minus e power minus t1 by RC. In similarly, the t1 minus t1 by RC, you cancel that e power minus t1 by taking ln on both sides. You get the answer as t1 is equal to 1.09 RC. Similarly, for time t2, it will be from 2/3 VCC to the 1/3 VCC. For 2/3 VCC to the 1/3 VCC. For instead of